morning, Canada. You're watching FKA News. Have you noticed the swarms of senior citizens littering the streets across Canada? Seniors are filling up our coffee shops, strolling our parks, and monopolizing our recreation centers. Soccer fields are being replaced with lawn bowling greens. Community swimming pools are being reserved for aquafit classes. As our population ages, retirement residences are rapidly being constructed. Wrinkles, mobility devices, and hearing aids have become commonplace sights in our graying nation. So now let's hear from our expert economist, Mr. Adam Maxwell. Mr. Maxwell?
For the first time in Canadian history, there are more people over the age of 65 than under the age of 14. This is the greatest demographic tsunami in the history of Canada. It is called the baby boom. Post-World War II, there was a dramatic increase in birth rates. Now, this approximately lasted for 20 years from 1946 to 1965. According to a 2015 census, 34% of Canadians were born in the baby boom generation. And this large portion of our population has begun to enter their senior years. By 2025, approximately 25% of Canada's population will be over the age of 65.
So what is the big deal with the baby boomers entering retirement?
Oh my god, they're going to destroy the Canadian economy. The exit of the boomers from the labor force is already setting off a chain reaction of slower growth, lower interest rates, and weaker investment returns. As the baby boomers continue to age, healthcare costs and income support programs will grow much faster than the tax base. Canadians will be faced with paying higher taxes, cuts in services, and rising deficits.
Who would want Canada to experience these devastating repercussions? I certainly don't. Here's my solution to solving the baby boomer crisis.
At 65, all seniors will be mandated to participate in space colonization projects. With no seniors on planet Earth, Canada will no longer have to support the baby boomers in their old age, and our economy will flourish. Let me outline the advantages of my solution. To begin with, having seniors occupy off-world colonies will improve the chances of human civilization surviving in the event of a disaster, such as global warming or a nuclear war on Earth. They will develop these planets for future generations by planting crops and building shelters. This will keep the baby boomers active in their old age. It will also provide the boomers with the opportunity to solve the crisis that they created, rather than relying on the rest of Canada to make sacrifices to support them. As we all know, self-reliance is the only road to a true solution, which is also an excellent example of eloquence.
And next, the speed of our society will dramatically increase without the elderly.
At grocery stores, it is a well-known fact that seniors take an absurdly long time to unload their shopping carts, find their wallets, and pay for their groceries. Without seniors, checkout times at stores will be substantially reduced. Old people are also notorious for driving very slowly, which impedes the progress of other drivers. Without seniors on the roads, the pace of traffic will drastically speed up. Without the boomers, there will be fewer scooters and walkers, which will improve levels of sidewalk congestion.
Let's also think of some of the economic benefits of a senior-free nation.
Businesses will save money by abolishing senior discount programs and incentives. This means no more waiting in line at Shoppers Drug Mart on Thursdays. Our government will also no longer be responsible for the growing healthcare costs of the baby boomers. Various tax programs, such as the Canada Pension Plan, will cease to exist. These billions of tax dollars could then be diverted to young entrepreneurs who need the investment capital.
And think of this. The absence of seniors will improve our access to community infrastructure and resources.
Locations that are primarily frequented by seniors, such as bingo halls and lawn bowling fields, can be transformed into much more youth-oriented community spaces like skate parks and shopping malls. The gangs of loitering seniors that often congregate for hours in restaurants like Tim Hortons will be eliminated, opening up an abundance of seating for younger customers.
Finally, let's talk about the environmental benefits of a seniorless society.
The seasonal snowbird migration southward from Canada to warmer locales in the United States and Mexico would be eradicated. Less air traffic will reduce fossil fuel consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. Without the elderly, Canada will also save many precious natural resources. Trees will no longer be sacrificed to create adult diapers and incontinence supplies. There will also be a reduction in water consumption because no one in our senior-free society will feel the need to hand water their lawn for hours each day.
Not only does my proposal provide Canada with a solution to the baby boomer crisis, it also provides Canada with many economic, environmental, and social benefits. However, there are some foolish people out there who place value on the wisdom, experience, and knowledge that our elders offer society. They believe in raising our taxes and lowering our standards of living to accommodate the boomers. Don't even begin to talk to me about increasing the age of retirement, or bringing in skilled immigrants to expand the working class, or increasing government spending on healthcare costs and pension plans. As a Canadian, I just want to help my fellow citizens solve this inevitable crisis. Canadians desperately need a method to combat the incoming boom.
Wait. I have some deduction for you. If all of the people 65 and over participate in space colonization projects, and if there are only people under the age of 65 on Earth, then the baby boom crisis will no longer exist. Houston, we have a solution.
I'm Finley Adams. Have a great day from FKA News.